Right next to me is a mid-size crossover SUV made by Chevy. This is the 2026 Chevy Equinox LT all-wheel drive, and it is the base model of the 26 Equinox. Now, just because this is an affordable crossover SUV that can seat up to 5 people, should you go out and buy it, and is it worth it? Well, in this video, I'll be taking you through the in and out and doing a driving portion, and let's answer that question together. Is it worth it? Now, what are the trims and price ranges of the 26 Chevy Equinox? Well, they start at $28,000 for the base trim and go up to $33,000 for the active trim. There is the LT, the RS, and the active. There's only 3 trims, and it's a pretty close price of $28,000 to $30,000 or $33,000, so it's kind of close together. And what I like about what Chevy does is this is the all-wheel drive LT, so it comes out to be an MSRP of $30,000. But like I said, this goes down to $28,000 because you can get it in front-wheel drive. You can get the option to choose front-wheel drive to all-wheel drive in all 3 of those trims. So it'll knock it down by $2 grand if you don't want it. So again, the MSRP of the vehicle I have today is $30,600. Now it does have 2 options on it. It is a 19-inch alloy rims when normally they're 17-inch rims. And this does have some weather floor mats. And after dealer and destination fee, this vehicle comes out to be $32,920. Thank you to Executive Chevrolet in Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's dive right into it and start off with the front, because the front of this vehicle is very nice for the price point. You have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and yes, all LED turn signals. All of that up front here on a $30,000 base model vehicle. So your LED daytime running lights and turn signals are up here. When it's the daytime running light, it's white. And then when it's the turn signal, it's this amber orange. So it gives it a nice oomph of flair to it. And down here is your LED headlights separated from the turn signals and daytime running lights up there. I like the differentiating of it. It makes it stand out and different. This piece right here is just kind of plastic. I wish there was some airflow built into there, but it is what it is. You have the Chevy badge right front and center and so much airflow for that engine. I can stick my, this vehicle is massive. I can stick my hand in all the way over here for improved airflow for that engine and even more airflow down here as well. I do like the 2-tone of the black and the chrome with the gray as well. It just stands out. It does not look like a $30,000 vehicle. Under the hood, this vehicle has a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that is producing 175 horsepower and 203 foot-pounds of torque, which are very healthy numbers and makes this vehicle go 0 to 60 in the 8-second range. Now, all that is going through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all that power is going to all 4 wheels because this is all-wheel drive. But what I like in the car, I'll show you it later, you could hit a button and you can switch from all-wheel drive to 2-wheel drive right on the fly. So if you don't want that all-wheel drive, just go straight to 2-wheel drive, and it still puts all the same power out to those wheels. This car gets 25 miles to the gallon in the city, 29 in the highway, for a combined total of 26 miles to the gallon. On the roof of the Equinox, there is nothing, and I mean literally nothing. Some cars will have roof rails or sunroofs. No, this is just a blank roof. None of that is up there. Now the mirrors here, these do have blind spot monitoring built into them. I like how it's body color paint on the matching the actual mirror to the body color. It's pretty cool. Now down here, these are the 19-inch alloy rims that are the option. I will put up an exact picture of what the 17-inch rims are so you can compare the difference if you want this or not. This is an extra $600 package, so again, you don't have to have it. Now I like the black plastic cladding here because again, if it gets dirty, just simply wash it away. Equinox badging over on the side so everyone knows you're driving Equinox. Then with the keys in your pocket, you can come up to this door over here, hit this button, and it locks, so you can't get in it. Now if you want to unlock it, hit it again, and now it unlocks. That is also on the passenger side over there, but it is not on the rear doors. The key fob is pretty simple in this vehicle. It's like every other Chevy key fob. So on the back, it's black plastic with the Chevy logo there. The silver metal trim piece, which makes it a little bit heavy and more premium. Now you do have lock, unlock, typical type of stuff. Over here is your panic button, and then hit the lock once, double tap and hold that, and the vehicle should remote start, and there it goes. But there is no remote trunk button in this, so you do have to manually run over in the back here and then lift it up yourself and then shut it yourself as well because it's not automatic. Open up the rear door and you're greeted to plastic, but yet leather at where you put your arm. I like what they did here. So again, you have hard touch plastic here, there, down there. That's where you put your drinks and snacks. So if it gets dirty, it's easily to wash away. Speaker grill down there, your window control, and this is where you usually rest your arm. Like you put it here and rest it up against that spot. And this is all soft touch leatherette. So I really like that. You push your arm there and it's super nice and comfortable. you're not putting your arm over here. So who cares if that's plastic? This is where it should be soft. So big props to Chevy for that, because other vehicles will have hard touch absolutely everywhere and it's not comfortable. This is actually comfortable. Now, hopping in the rear seats, how are these? They're all cloth seats, and yeah, they're not like ultra squishy, soft material, but they definitely get the job done. And sitting in here, you have a ton of legroom. Now, this is set to my driving position. I'm 5'8", not the tallest. So if you're 6 foot tall, you're gonna be moving it back a little bit. And it's still a really good amount of legroom in here. Headroom wise, look at that. What, 4 more inches left? So a 6 foot tall person can definitely fit in the back here. You have lights, little handle, and then moving in the middle seat, it lifts you up just a little tad, but still, I have 3 more inches in the middle seat. I wouldn't be surprised if a 6 foot tall person can still fit in the middle seat there. Might have to lean forward a little bit, but you could easily do it. 2 USB Type-C ports, little AC vents, and a spot, I don't know, that can't fit my phone, right? Let me test this out. No, I mean, I guess so, but it's probably gonna fly out when you drive. Maybe charge your AirPods, like keep it in there while it's charging. And if you don't have a middle seat passenger, you could pull down this cup holder armrest. And it's nice and squishy material with 2 cup holders. Open up the front door and you're greeted to pretty much just a bigger version of the rear door. So same hard touch plastic there, down in the middle and down below, but this is a bigger storage pocket and goes a little deep down there. So if you want to throw an umbrella, keep it there. So in case of rainy days, use it in emergencies. Pretty nice. You got a little speaker grill there. 4 window controls. 1 is 1 touch down, 1 touch up. The rest you have to hold down and hold up. And then your power and mirror controls as well. Now there's one thing that is different, and that's this kind of gloss plastic piece right here. Gives it a little aesthetic look, but really besides that, it's the same. And I love they kept this part the same. Because the leatherette style trim piece here to rest your arm, it is super comfortable. I love how all 4 doors have this. So it's not like the rear is getting skimped out, the front's getting skimped out. It is all nice material where you rest your arm. Now again, this is the base model of the Equinox, so you get cloth seats up front. They are bucket seats that hold your booty and back into place very well. And they're pretty nice and comfortable. Nothing to blow you away, but I could sit in this for long periods of time and be totally fine. Now they are manually operated for the driver and the passenger. So it's the up and down, that's the tilt there, and the forward and back is this little lever and you slide it forward and back. But both of these are heated, which is pretty cool, as well as the steering wheel be heated. Turn the vehicle on with a push to start and you are greeted to a full digital gauge cluster. This vehicle has no analog gauges. It is just a whole screen here in a base model vehicle, which is crazy. So this is your minimalist style view. There's 4 different views to customize this screen. So you have your miles per hour right in the center, what gear selector you're in, the range on the tank, and your all-wheel drive. It's pretty simple. Now, if you want to get more complex, hit that button and now you have different views. So it's your RPMs gauge, your engine temperature there, what song you're playing. So I'm playing Sirius XM radio, so it shows you right there, as well as the date and time. But are you ready for the next screen? Because this is what I absolutely love about this vehicle. Hit it one more time and you have your full Google Maps on here. So if you want to go to this screen right here and go set in destination, oh, I have to sign up on this thing because it's the first time this has been used. So if you go to, let's say, McDonald's, I'm going to type it in. The closest to McDonald's should be, what, a mile away or something? So hit start, and it sends it to this screen here. So as you're driving, you can just see exactly where to go. You could also get out of it on that screen, and it still stays here. This has to be my favorite feature in any vehicle, pretty much. And this is on a $30,000 vehicle. Like 10 years ago, this would have been like a $100,000 luxury car would have had something like this. I love what Chevy is doing with this digital screen. Now hit it one more time, and you have a different view. You still have your Google Maps here, but it's direction-based, not a whole screen worth. Your miles per hour, your RPMs gauge on that side. And what is in the middle there? That's kind of weird. Well, that's for your adaptive cruise control. So that will show if you're on the highway set on adaptive cruise control, it'll show how close and how far you are to the vehicle in front of you. The steering wheel in this Equinox is leather wrapped. It's heated with the little heating controls right there on off, but it is a thick steering wheel. And I mean thick with like 3 C's. Like it's massive. I don't know if I can really show it on camera, but it is just a big steering wheel compared to a lot of other vehicles. You do have paddle shifters to change the gears manually if you want behind the wheel, as well as 2 little buttons. So there's buttons below the paddle shifters on this side and on that side as well. I don't know if I'm showing it right now, but this side is to change the radio station and that side is for the volume controls. So as you're driving, you can just simply go boop, boop, and it'll change the radio and boop to change the volume controls. Super simple. You don't have to fool around with the touchscreen while you're driving. On the left and the right side, there is buttons on this wheel. On the right side is more your media controls. So you have your voice commands there, your radio station, your heated steering wheel, and this is to change the screens that I showed you, as well as pick up and end a call. On this side, you have a low mode. So if you put the car into drive, hit this, the vehicle will go into low mode, as well as your adaptive cruise control controls there, how close or far you want to be to a vehicle. This also has blind spot monitoring. Forward collision warning will start to beep at you if you come close to a vehicle in front of you. It has lane keep assist and has rear automatic braking. So if you're backing up to something, it'll automatically hit the brakes if you come too close to it, as well as a backup camera with moving trajectory lines. And it is a very clear camera. It's a $30,000 vehicle. I reviewed like $50,000 vehicles that have like 240p tiny cameras that are pretty bad. This is really good for that price. Now to the left of the steering wheel, there is a few more buttons. This is your parking brake there, your all-wheel drive button, which I really like because you can switch from all-wheel drive to two-wheel drive right on the fly. So if you don't want the all-wheel drive going, just have the two-wheel drive. It's pretty cool. Just switch it right on the fly. Auto hold, your auto start stop, and this is your brightness controls for the screen. And if you're someone that does not like any safety settings whatsoever, you don't like it beeping at you or automatically braking, you can go into the settings and turn them off if you don't want to, for most of all the safety settings in here, as well as changing the alert type. So what this is pretty cool, this can do is can beep at you and also vibrate the seat. So if you're backing up to something and it's like, hey, you're getting too close to it, it'll vibrate the seat to warn you, hey, you're getting close. I like that a lot, but you don't have to have it if you don't want it. The touchscreen in this vehicle has wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. It is super responsive for a touchscreen, super nice. Slide that down, you have your notifications tab up there, temperature, the time, everything is very simple. And you have a little hot bar on the side here. It has all digital buttons, but it's a quick hot bar. So go to your controls and safety, where you can go immediately into your camera if you want, the dome light, park assist, as well as your phone connections, your maps over there, radio station. And this is a split view. So if you want your radio station and your maps there, you can have a multi-view, as well as changing exactly what information goes there. So your trip information and your maps. And there is two more cool things about this screen. It's the Google Assistant and the Google Play Store. So let's talk about the Google Play Store first. So you can sign into your Google Play account and then download Spotify, YouTube Music, Waze directly to this screen itself. So then you can have a Spotify app just right down here, go into it and use Spotify straight off the touchscreen. So you don't even need Android Auto or Apple CarPlay or to hook up your phone, just do it straight through your screen, which is very cool. As well as Google Assistant, so if you hit that, what's the weather like?
Currently in North Haven it's 61 degrees and cloudy. Today it'll be cloudy with a...
And it'll give you the exact weather, temperature, and if you want to do traffic stuff, it'll give you that. It's pretty cool right on the fly. Now below the touchscreen, there is physical AC controls. Yes, Chevy, we absolutely love it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, they're not the most satisfying that like Honda has, but they're pretty cool. So it's just the fan speed there, the temperature to cool to hot. You have dual heated seat controls for the passenger and the driver, 3 levels for each. And down below, you have a USB Type A, a USB Type C port, little storage area, even secret storage down there, by the way. So if you want to put stuff there and no one will know, you can add it. Little spot to put a phone. This is not a wireless charging pad. On the higher trims, it does have that there, but this one does not. 2 cup holders there that fit a good sized Taco Bell cup, but not a large, massive water bottle. So just keep that in mind. Your mode selector right there, and you can go into normal, off-road, or snow and ice. There's only a few modes in this vehicle. And if you want to know what that mode does, hit that info tab and it gives you what it is and little helpful hints. A little spot here to put your key fob. I was resting my arm on it this whole time, this leatherette style trim piece. Open it up and you have some storage here. You have a little cubby to put extra things, lift it up, and it's pretty deep. The rear of the Equinox is basic but aggressive, and it fits well with this vehicle. So you have the Chevy bow tie right in the front there. You do have a wiper blade that is stuck out. It's not hidden like other vehicles do. And you have LED taillights and LED turn signals in the back. I've reviewed other vehicles that are not even the base model that have halogen in the back. So that's a plus for Chevy to have all LED on a base model vehicle. And it's a pretty cool design. It's this kind of Y shape here with the red, and then in the center, you have your LED taillights. Now, Equinox all-wheel drive badge on this side, and there is no LT badge on that side at all. So no one's really gonna, say, oh, you have the base model or whatever. No one really knows from the outside looking at it. And down here, you do have rear parking sensors. So when you come close to you guys on a tripod, a cat, a human, or another car, it's gonna beep and say, hey, no, stop, don't hit it, because it doesn't wanna hurt itself and or other people. Now, this is my favorite part of all my videos because I get to see if I can fit in the back of the trunk. Most reviewers will just be like, okay, it's this size and move on with their day. I like to see if I can fit a 5'8" mat in the back. And this for sure can. because I can completely lay down in the back here multiple times. 2 5/8 mats can fit in the back, so you can put so much stuff in here. Multiple suitcases, whole cabinet if you want. The space you have is tremendous. Now there's nothing really secret on the outside here. You do have a 12-volt outlet port to charge a phone. And if you want even more storage, just pull these rear seats down with one simple lever. I'm doing that with one hand, so a kid can definitely do it. And now you could fit a whole entire cabinet. You might even be able to put a small Christmas tree in here if you want to. But now you see that and you're like, okay, that's a relatively basic trunk. There's nothing special about it. Well, just wait, because you lift this part up here and you have secret storage. So you could hide objects down there and it goes deep. So hide it and no one will know about it. As well as lift this up and let's see, does this have a spare tire or a fixed flat kit? Oh my, I think I just cut myself on that. That's not good. And I can't even do this. It's kind of hard. So in emergency, that's gonna be kind of difficult, but you do have a spare tire, not a fix-a-flat. Good job on Chevy. Wait a second, I actually did cut myself on that. So be kind of careful when you're taking that spare tire out. That piece of material is kind of sharp. Taking out the 2026 Chevy Equinox LT out on the road, how does this vehicle feel? Well, first off, it is a big car. You just feel tall in this thing. If you're one of those people that really likes to be kind of high up and the king of the road, this is definitely the car for you. It's not, you know, massive like a truck level, but it's definitely way more than other smaller crossovers that I have seen. Now the engine feel, you step on it, you actually get kicked back kind of a little bit. It's 0 to 60 in 8.6 seconds, so it's not crazy fast, but it'll definitely get you up to highway speeds pretty good. Suspension wise, oh, this thing is bubbly. Like this thing has a ton of body roll to it. And that's fine when you're kind of just cruising around, but you're not gonna be taking this, you know, race car driving or anything like that. So it's really not a big problem, but just watch out when you're kind of taking tighter turns because you're gonna be swaying left and right. And the seat does a decent job holding you into place, but it's not as good as, again, this vehicle sways left and right quite a lot. Now, road noise in this vehicle is pretty good. You really don't hear cars driving like to the left and the right of you that well. You know, you do hear your engine, specifically when you step on it, you hear that start to roar. So that's fine. You do hear that in a lot of other cars, but other cars passing by, it's totally fine. In a base model vehicle, I would expect it to be really bad sound deadening, but it's not bad at all. Again, it's not like a $100,000 luxury vehicle where you hear absolutely nothing, but you really don't hear other vehicles. Especially if you turn up the AC or the music, you're not gonna hear them whatsoever. Overall, what are my thoughts on this vehicle? I absolutely love this vehicle. I do. It is such a good price point. For the $30,000 price tag, you get so much loaded tech, safety features galore, nice comfortable seats. Again, yeah, they're not like leather seats, but do you really need that in the end of the day? No. It's a nice vehicle for you, your significant other, or whoever, and fit a family in the back to go on road trips, to take this as your daily driver. There's so much trunk space in the back, so much leg room for 6-foot-tall people to fit in the back there. And it's a nice ride. It is a nice, comfortable ride. It has that aggressive off-road rugged feel to it on the outside design. And it does not look like a $30,000 vehicle. It doesn't. Like if you told me this was the, you know, the new Equinox and stuff, I would think you got it for 40, 50,000. It doesn't look like a $30,000 vehicle, which that is really good. But the real question is, what do you think about this vehicle? Do you like it or do you absolutely hate it? And do you think it's worth the $30,000 or not? Be completely honest. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. And a huge thank you to Executive Chevrolet in Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.